Hello, my name is Joshua Brown from the interview training company, howtobecome.com, and in this presentation, I will teach you how to pass your H&M interview. So if you have an H&M interview coming up for any role within H&M, then please make sure you watch this video from start to finish because I'm going to help you to stand out and succeed. To achieve that goal, this is what I'll cover. I'll start off by giving you a list of H&M interview questions that I strongly recommend you prepare for. I'll then provide you with example high-scoring answers to those questions to help you to succeed. Plus, I'll also make sure to give you some essential tips for passing your H&M interview before finally telling you how you can download further resources, including all of the answers to help you to prepare. And just very quickly, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel because I want to help you to pass your H&M interview, and I can only do that if you are subscribed. And please don't forget to hit that like button because this tells me you find these tutorials useful. Okay, let's take a look at that first H&M interview question, which is why H&M, or it may be phrased as why do you want to work for H&M? Well, this interview question is bound to come up during your interview, and it's your opportunity to talk about their commitment to providing high quality, affordable services, talk about how their values match those of your own, and how their drive to help its staff develop is something that really appeals to you, and really importantly, make sure you say that you're looking for long-term employment. That's really important to them because they don't want to have to spend time, money and resources trying to hire, find a new member of staff and then train them up themselves. So just make sure you say you're looking for long-term employment. Let's take a look at a fantastic top scoring answer to help you. Why do you want to work for H&M? I've shopped at H&M for years and I can say from experience that the quality across your affordable clothing range is consistently high and that your employees are always friendly and helpful. I am seeking a long-term employment opportunity with a company that will encourage and help to facilitate my professional growth. As this is a particularly important criteria for me, I reached out to H&M staff on the professional networking site LinkedIn. I was further encouraged to apply for this position by the reports of the warm and inclusive atmosphere that the H&M brand promotes amongst staff. When researching your company, I was particularly impressed by your Planet Positive initiative. This tells me that you're an environmentally responsible brand that is conscious of the world around us. I too am particularly passionate about this subject, and therefore I'd be proud to work for a company like H&M that is committed to making a positive difference to our planet. Finally, I've always had a keen interest in fashion and want to work for a brand I feel produces creative and original pieces in an exclusive size range with an accessible price tag. If hired for this role, I'll be an enthusiastic, hardworking, well-presented and customer-oriented employee who will take great pride in representing the H&M brand. Wow, what a powerful way to answer that interview question. Be that standout candidate and grab the hiring manager's attention. That is a top scoring answer. Let's move on to the next H&M interview question, which is, what does great customer service mean to you? Well, H&M is known for providing excellent customer service. Therefore, you must demonstrate that you understand what great customer service is and why it is important for the company. Many candidates forget this part in their answers. So let's take a look at a brilliant top scoring answer to help you. What does great customer service mean to you? Great customer service, in my view, is constantly delivering a positive and productive customer experience with the company which you represent. This entails offering quick and effective resolutions to challenges, having extensive product knowledge in order to best equip you to respond to customer queries and offer recommendations, as well as possessing exemplary interpersonal skills. In-store and online customer satisfaction are crucial to the continued success of any business. This is because when a customer feels that their shopping experience has been enhanced through great service, not only do they return to the business in the future, but they're also far more likely to promote the company growth via referrals and recommendations. I am excited by the opportunity to offer great customer service as a H&M representative. Now don't go anywhere as I still have more interview questions and answers to give you, but when you're ready, click that link in the top right hand corner. It will take you through to my website, howtobecome.com, where you can download my 21 H&M interview questions and high scoring answers for any job role at H&M to give you the edge in your interview, including the ones we're covering right now. Okay, here's the next H&M interview question for you. What would you do if a customer wanted to return a product but didn't have the receipt? Well, the key to answering this question is not necessarily about knowing the returns policy off by heart. Of course, you don't even have the job yet, but instead you should demonstrate these 3 key points. Number 1, you'll always deliver excellent customer service. Number 2, you will always follow company training, policies and procedures. And number 3, you are commercially aware and you understand that you are representing the H&M brand. So let's take a look at a great top scoring answer to help you. What would you do if a customer wanted to return a product but didn't have the receipt? I understand that at H&M, customer satisfaction is paramount. As a representative of the brand, I would work to my utmost ability to politely and effectively resolve the situation. If the customer made the decision to return the product simply for the reason that they didn't want it, then I would happily process the request as long as they had proof of purchase, the product was eligible to return, and that hygiene seals were intact. If they did not have a receipt, I would explain that they could provide proof of purchase in other ways, such as in the form of a bank statement, if this adhered to H&M's returns policy. If they could provide this, I would assess the item to ensure that it was in a resaleable condition. In the event that they did not have proof of purchase, the product was damaged, unreturnable for hygiene reasons, or that it had been purchased out of H&M's 30-day returns window, I would politely explain that, in line with H&M's return policy, I would not be able to offer them a refund. I would always follow my training and the company's refund, exchange and other policies when dealing with a customer return. Throughout my time dealing with the situation, if there was anything I wasn't sure about, I would approach my supervisor or line manager for clarification. Okay, the next H&M interview question to prepare for is, give an example of when you delivered excellent customer service. For this question, you must think of a time when you have helped someone else and obtained an excellent outcome. For example, has anyone left a testimonial or a review after you served them? If you have never worked in a customer service role, you could instead focus on a time when you've witnessed excellent customer service happening. Then, demonstrate that you fully understand the importance of excellent customer service and how it builds a company's reputation and leads to repeat business. So here's a brilliant example answer to help you. Give an example of when you delivered excellent customer service. I served a customer who was undecided about which pair of trainers to buy while working as a customer assistant for a prominent fashion company. The customer had gone to a few other stores, but nothing had fit him in terms of comfort or style. I wanted to turn the situation around because he sounded defeated and afraid that there was nothing out there for him. I inquired about the customer's preferences, such as preferred colours and patterns, as well as whether they preferred high top or low top trainers. After learning about his preferences, I went through the shelves looking for 2 or 3 pairs that would appeal to him. He pondered for a long time and I allowed him freedom to choose which pair he preferred. During this time, I double checked that I had all 3 pairs' product characteristics and customer reviews loaded, so I could offer him the most accurate picture of each. He finally settled on a pair of green slip-on trainers. Finally, I double checked that the customer was wearing the proper size. At the cash register, I gave him some advice on how to keep his trainers in good shape so that they would last as long as possible. The consumer submitted a nice testimonial of the product on the website 3 weeks later, complimenting our business explicitly for the information and service. Okay, let's move on to the next H&M interview question. Tell me about a time when you dealt with a difficult customer. Now, dealing with difficult customers is a reality that many employees face. The hiring manager at H&M will want to know that you remain calm and professional and represent their company in a positive light at all times. It is therefore essential to demonstrate that you will not be reactive or respond negatively. Instead, pick an example that shows you have good customer service and communication skills and that you're aware that you are representing the company and can follow their policies. So let's take a look at a brilliant top scoring answer to help you. Tell me about a time when you dealt with a difficult customer. In my previous role as a retail sales assistant, I came across a customer in store shouting abuse and swearing at me. He was complaining that he had not received his online order. I remained calm and waited until he was no longer verbalizing his frustrations in an aggressive manner. Once he had begun to calm down, I began to ask him some questions regarding his order. I learned that he'd placed the order over 3 weeks ago. This would have been a particularly unusual instance as the company employed a trustworthy courier service. I immediately checked our staff system. I explained that according to our system, the courier had attempted delivery. However, he argued that this was entirely impossible. In an attempt to resolve the situation as efficiently as possible, I made contact with the courier service there and then. They explained to me that 2 delivery attempts had been made on the week of the purchase, with a delivery note left at the property on each occasion. I explained this to the customer and together we arranged a time that would be convenient for redelivery. After the situation had been resolved, he apologised to me for his behaviour, thanked me for all my help and mentioned me in a positive online review for the company. Now, in preparation for your H&M interview, I also recommend you prepare answers to the following questions. What skills do you possess that you think could be an asset to our team here at H&M? Why do you want to leave your job to work at H&M? Where do you see yourself in 5 years' time? What is your biggest weakness? Tell me about a time when you held someone accountable for not doing their job properly. Do you prefer working as part of a team, or are you better working alone? How would you resolve an issue with a co-worker? What would you do if you didn't get on with someone in your H&M team? Tell me about a time when you had to make a decision with limited information. Describe a time when you managed multiple tasks all at once. Describe a time when someone depended on you to complete a task. Tell me a time when you had to work on your own for a long period of time. Describe a time when you've shown flexibility. Talk me through the responsibilities you have whilst working at H&M. Tell me about a time when you helped another employee and what was the outcome. So the next thing to do, if you'd like to download example answers to these and all of the toughest H&M interview questions, is to please make sure you click that button in the top right hand corner of this video right now. Head through to my website, howtobecome.com, where you can download these slides and get access to 21 H&M interview questions and high scoring answers to each question in a PDF guide. You can literally have access and the slides in your inbox within 2 minutes from now, and it's guaranteed to help you prepare effectively for your interview and also, more importantly, put you ahead of the competition. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. Please don't forget to subscribe, as I'm on a mission to help as many people as possible pass their job interviews, and I can only do that if you are subscribed. Please also hit that like button, as that encourages me to make more videos just like this one. If you have any questions regarding any job interview, please feel free to put these in that comment section below where I'll get back to you. And do let me know the name of the specific job you're applying for so I can give you detailed advice and interview tips. And finally, don't forget to connect with me on LinkedIn. I've put my LinkedIn link in the description below. It's always great to connect with like-minded professionals such as yourself. Thank you so much for watching. I wish you all the best for your interview. Have a brilliant day.